What's up, risk managers? My name is Nasdaq Anonymous, and I'm addicted to the NQ. And boy, is she one hell of a drug. And welcome to tonight's NA meeting, where we'll discuss the economic data for the week, analyze today's session, and from that, build a winning game plan for tomorrow's price action. And if you haven't done so already, you can show your support by subscribing to the channel. And with that said, let's jump into the charts now. This is tomorrow's data, and be mindful that all times are in Central Time. And we have a big block of news scheduled for tomorrow, so let's jump into it. At 7:15, we have the ADP employment change for the month of August. At 7:30, we have initial and continuous jobless claim for the month of August. Also, we have non-farm productivity and unit labor costs for Q2. At 8:45, we have the S&P Global Composite and Services PMI for the month of August. At 9 o'clock, we have the ISM Services for Employment Index, New Orders Index, PMI, and prices paid for the month of August. And at 10:30, we have the 4-week bill auction. And now that we know what to expect, let's jump into the charts and create a game plan for tomorrow's price action. This is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream, and today was definitely a range day. And as I analyze the charts, I see about 4 clues that's going to be essential for helping us find the best trades going into tomorrow's stream. So let's jump into it. During the overnight session, the Nasdaq opened slightly bearish, trading 183 points to the downside before trading in a 119-point range until the start of the cash session. However, once price swept the liquidity above and below this range, price rallied 279 points to the upside and selling off 208 points into the close of the session. And based on this price action, here's what I'm going to be looking for. So the bulls showed up today, and after a massive sell-off that we saw yesterday, a profit-taking rally shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. But we did see the market sell off from the highs going into the close of the session. And if the bears can maintain this momentum to the downside, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades within a range between 855 and 824. Because the bulls have been using this range as support earlier in yesterday's session. And a strong break below 824 would trigger a stop run and signal more selling pressure from the bears. And it's highly likely the bears' objective will be to retest the range between 860 and 835. So if the bulls want to maintain their control of this market, this is where they're going to have to step up. But if the bulls can hold price overnight and we see price trade higher, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades within a range between 19,015 and 990. Because this is where we saw the break of structure to the downside. And I expect for there to be passive sell orders resting in this area to sell the retest. But the price action overnight will definitely be essential for our bias going into tomorrow's stream. Now, if you're enjoying the content and appreciate the value that me and my trading partner provides to the trading community, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the release of our next NA meeting and live streams. And with that said, let's jump into an ES chart. This is an ES chart, and this is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream. And during the overnight session, the E-mini S&P opened slightly bearish, trading 33 points to the downside and sweeping the liquidity underneath yesterday's lows. However, once price swept this liquidity, the bulls found support and rallied 55 points to the upside before selling off 47 points to the downside going into the close of the session. And based on this price action, this is what I'm going to be looking for. So just like the NQ, we saw a massive rally to the upside that was met with a massive sell-off towards the end of the session. And if the bears maintain their control overnight, then I'll be watching the reaction when price retests the level at 508. Because this is where we saw price double bottom, which started this 55-point rally to the upside earlier in yesterday's session. And I do expect for there to be passive buy orders resting in this area to buy the retest. But if the bulls fail to hold at this level and price continues to trade lower, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades within a range between 500 and 495. Because the 100 level is always a psychological level that the market will react to. And it's highly likely that we will see a big reaction when price trades into this level. But if the bulls can hold overnight, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades within a range between 550 and 545, because this is where we saw the break of structure to the downside, and I expect for passive sell orders to be resting in this area to sell the retest. Now, we did see a lot of back and forth in the price action today, and it's highly likely that this was just a pit stop for another red day going into tomorrow's session. If the bulls really want to maintain control of this market, they're going to have to step up at these lows, because if the bears run these lows, all those sell orders, all those sell stop orders underneath those lows will be used as fuel to sell this market down going into tomorrow's session. But I'll be monitoring both markets overnight to identify the best trades as we go into tomorrow's stream. And in summary, both markets opened slightly bearish and then traded in a range until the opening of the New York session. Both markets had a massive short squeeze rally to the upside, retesting previous areas of resistance. And finally, both markets sold off from the highs going into the close of the session. And that's all I have for tonight, risk managers. And you can watch us trade these concepts live by clicking this video. We'll see you there.